On team one, we got ourselves Chill Pills coming back in. I like the Xandabog, man. I like the Xanda. Look, we got Ori coming back in with Sonaris as an Assassin's Rogue. Scarlet going to be first up with Bones of Steel, not giving him much of a breather. And it's also going to be in the back. My boy. Chicago, you're a dwarf now? Huh? Or is that an alt? Tell me there's still your main. Big burst onto Bones of Steel, and Scarlet trying to see if they can just one-shot Bones, and actually was just able to blast him out. That was a massive, massive, massive orb. Big old ball. Big old Dammy. And it's going to be a quick sap out of the Rogue as he barely catches a reset. A quick sap of Scarlet trying to get the shifted power to radiate. If only they knew how close they were to the Rogue. If they just let shift power actually got its full tick, would have definitely got the Rogue out in the open. Scarlet looking for a bit of a reset. Rogue is going to open up with his Shadow Strike as he sees a Arcane Orb rolling towards him. Quick Polymorph onto Bones of Steel. Is Scarlet going to go for a bit of a slow game here? They may have to play a little bit slower unless they are going to go for a touch of the magic. Polymorph interrupted immediately. Bones is still trying to make some curing damage happen. Scarlet could be in a bit of trouble. Do they have a normal blink? I don't know if they have Alter Time or anything. Oh, and that's going to be a massive damage out of Bones with a big old Shadow Strike crit. Popped off and just got all that damage all at once. And that's going to be Chicago up next. As an Ellie, I actually like you as an Ellie. Wait, that Dark Iron looks really, really good. With that Mog, I like that a lot. But it's going to be Bones getting knocked back out behind the pillar. Is going to take the free resetty spaghetti just to get himself a bit of a redo. And Chicago wait now with the Earth Shield. Just has to wait until the Rogue is up and running. Flash Scout getting built up. Going to be interrupted by Bones with an immediate Light Lasso. Does Chicago play the big Ascendance build though? That's what I'm wondering. Has to, right? Bones is still stop in place. He stood still for a little bit. I don't think he was rooted. Or was he? Is he rooted? Wait, did Chicago play like a root thing with a I know there's a PvP talent where you basically consume your current shield and it has bonus effects. I think the Earth Shield actually comes with a root. Am I correct on that one? Chicago setting up for Primordial, potentially big damage. Lightning Lasso onto the Rogue. Trinkets out of it instead. Chicago just needs a Lava Burst, so they should be able to maybe make some big damage happen, but the Earth Elemental is present. So honestly for Chicago, they just tried to see if they can fish for a Lava Burst if possible. Bones still did burn a Trinket pretty early on though, so he could be in a bit of trouble. Shadow Step into Chicago as they tried to run on the bend. That's going to be the Earth Elemental clobbering the Rogue down, applying quite a bit of a fortification for Chicago to try to see if he could tank up some of this damage and survive the burst of the Rogue. As Bones Steel is still playing very, very slow. Has to play slow. Quick blind on Chicago. Earth Elemental keeping him company though, stopping him from catching a proper reset unless he wants to burn and vanish. But for Bones of Steel, that's also plenty of calm points. Immediately hits Chicago with a kidney shot. It is the art, however, this time around though. Cloak of Shadows for the Rogue, trying to deny any kind of damage from Chicago. Missing that kick, so Chicago is free to cast healing themselves. Trying to go for a bit of a Lava Burst versus Rogue with a lasso to follow. And do they potentially have a root? Trying to see if he could drop down Earthquake around the corner. Bones is still avoiding it, but is getting kind of hurted back into it. Maybe it'll give him a knockdown. Looks like there is a root for Chicago. I don't know where this root comes from, but it definitely stops Bones Steel from moving. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It may be your elemental thing where you consume the shield. I'm not sure, but it definitely makes the Rogue stop. I don't think he just like stops just because his keyboard stops. Shorts out. It's gotta be something that stops him from moving in the first place. And Bone Steel continue to see it Lava Burst, but Chicago so far hasn't seen any kind of big procs of Lava Burst. I don't know if they're running a sentence build anymore. Trick it out of Chicago. Could be deadly situation. Bone Steel no health, but also so is Chicago. But more literally. Oh my god. That's actually so much damage. Bones is just absolutely collecting bones of these boys. My goodness. Try to see if maybe we can get himself a bit of a reset. Cloak of Shadows versus Ori. Ori pushing in. Trying to get some bleeds. Get a shot onto the bear from him. This is where Bones is looking for the reset. Trying to see if he can maybe go and collect some more bones of his own. Ori with Starburst, knocking the Rogue up in the air. May not give him much opportunity to recover. Bash into the Rogue. He has no outs. Actually, he does have a trinket. Technically, he may need a Vanish here. Vanish comes out. Maybe he can get himself a resell. Get a knocked back, but it doesn't put him out of stealth. No way. And Ori looking to find him, trying to get him, trying to maybe walk next to him, desperately looking for the Rogue, picking up the eyes, maybe, potentially, no, just looking for him. He got the Starburst next to him. He just gotta trying to walk around with it, like sweep it for rogues, like he's sweeping for mines. Bones of Steel trying to get himself a sipping up from the Kyrian, while Ori got himself a Starburst, wishing him to start, trying to see if he can find this Rogue. Doesn't find him super far. Get a shot into Ori. Did he burn a chicken for that one? No, it's just very short, and the dots do get the Rogue over the edge. Man, that's tough. Saloon is going to be up next. Trinket out of that ward, just trying to see if he can stay aggressive with already catching McCat from outside of Bear with an Infernal dropping in. That Cyclone is going to stop the Demon Hunter in his tracks though. And since he burned a Trinket, there's not much he can really do. In Tangling Roots, maybe the Elemental, the Infernal can maybe break him out of those roots, but Saloon decided, you know, I'm just going to blast the Elemental, or Infernal. I keep calling it Elemental. That's going to be Demon Hunter leaping in with a Metamorphosis. He got himself the big leech, big damage for a little bit. Ori with a short stun to Saloon. Both of them are super low though. Could be anyone's game. Wait a second. Oh, Ori does go down. Wait, he has himself a chance. Saloon just recovers all the health. He went into Metamorphosis, slain the demon. He has the leech and slain the demon. He does a billion damage to the demon, so it gives him a lot of healing to follow. One. Second, slaying the demon and consuming their soul gives him all that healing with leech. So he basically got himself lay on hands in a sense. Sonara's trying to see if he can just sepsis them down with the most cheese available. Saloon, do you have any more defense whatsoever? Trying to give himself an I-beam, maybe some more survivability, trying to get a stun to the rogue, unless you get yourself a demon spawning in right now. Wait, actually that leech is helping him survive cheap shot for a second. Do you have any more damage stun onto Sonara's? Do you have any more survivability at all? You need a defensive right now immediately. Bronzo, you're just trying to stay aggressive. But Sonara just needed a couple more stabs in order to take him out. That was actually so clutch. I'm surprised that guy lived for as long as he did. With Bushido Brown gonna be up next. For some reason I would have said Bushido Down. Actually, I actually think Bushido Down would have been a cool name too. Bushido Down. But Bushido gonna be up next. Sonara's just burned a lot of their offensives versus our first Demon Hunter. Bushido walking into this one with a little bit of dampener. 25%. In fact, Sonara's has nothing here. Nothing at all. Maybe you can go for a stun, whittle down Bushido, maybe rot him down with dots, but it's going to be a quick lockdown by the Demon Hunter. Blade Dance to follow. Oh, it doesn't give you a chance. Just a quick stun, I-beam, Blade Dance into a Chaos Strike, and that's over. Flash guard by Bushido. Chupas interrupts it immediately. Silence onto the Demon Hunter, not letting him go anywhere at all. Going to be a Trinket out of Bushido. Got himself the Aegis Trinket. Maybe that'll give him enough survivability through the magic damage. Chupas is not committing big bursts just yet. Stun. There goes the full cooldowns. I-beam up for Bushido. Get interrupted. And it's going to be actually the Demon Hunter blasted out. Oh my god, chilled. Oh my goodness. Just gripped him out of the darkness and then just sliced him through. Jesus Christ. Did Chilpas just have the Bushido? Did Bushido have an advantage last duel or something? I'm not even sure. Also, Ashen, he's trying to fill. He's doing his very best. He has no gear, but he's trying to fill. He's doing his very, very best. My goodness, dude, these Demon Hunters are absolutely brutal, but Chilpas absolutely just smacked that guy. Jesus Christ. My goodness. He just had to grip him out. He's stunned. Can't do anything. He's stunned for like a second and a half. So it's not like he's stunned for long. But that big obliterate just went right through. I think Chupas was setting up, making sure he got the most amount of resources, built up all the damage buffs, full burst, shortest stun, yoinked him out, biggest obliterate possible.